So, I don't know if it makes sense to make this or not. I apologize for the fact that it looks like I don't know what sleep is. I promise I do. I promise I sleep a lot, actually. You either know what I'm talking about or you don't. It's whether you've involved yourself or not. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. To start this off, I am a very forgiving person. I forgive people more than I should. Forgive people when they do not deserve it whatsoever, and that's just how I am. That's how I've always been, and that's how I will be. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes. You know, we're all gonna make mistakes, and we're all human, and that's fine. But we're supposed to learn from those mistakes, and we are supposed to better ourselves from those. We are supposed to learn from other people's mistakes and just our own. There's this person, and I'm not quite sure if they're going to see this or not. It's okay if they don't, but you know, I'm just going to pretend they will. So, for the sake of this, you have put multiple versions of yourself out there. You have this side of you that is perfect, and you know, I would never hurt anybody, I would never do anything. And then you have this side that's just you accept your flaws and you accept your mistakes. And then there's this side that I found that you are very manipulative and selfish, and you crave attention. And yeah, making this because I've never been able to truly express my feelings about this entire thing. I have only done stupid vents on like Twitter and such, and a lot of it was wrong on my part. I shouldn't have said certain things. I was immature about half of it. Now, this isn't just for you, this is for basically anybody involved. Why do you think it's okay to continue to make the same mistakes that you have made? And you know it's wrong. You can't tell me that you don't know what you do is wrong. You know, you're quite lucky. You're lucky that you have had so many people forgive you multiple times for the same mistake that you seem to have made for multiple occasions, multiple years, and you know, people think that's okay for some reason because I don't know. I found it to be very wrong to tell people the same thing over and over again. You're either telling people that you accept your responsibility for what you've done, and you just, you know, every single time you have made that mistake, you have just told people that you are going through a rough time or that you are trying to get help and that you need help. And then you have this other side that's just like, no, this is why I did this. This is why I did that. I did this because this person made me do it, or I did this because I was pressured into doing this. I did this because I had to. Like, all of these excuses that, you know, it's bullshit. I've told you multiple times not to stay in contact with me. I've asked you multiple times just to stay out of my life completely. I am trying to cut you out of my life as much as humanly possible, because if I have you in my life, I know that's just going to make me severely unhappy, because the time that you were in my life, I was very, 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 very unhappy, and you have caused me to be extremely insecure about myself and extremely negative and unhappy with who I am. And you have caused many of my friends and many people that I care about, and just many people in general, you have caused many of them to feel shit about themselves. You have, and the thing is, you know what you've done is wrong, but you continue to do it anyways. You continue to be scolded by people. You continue to be told by people that what you are doing is wrong and that you need to stop it. You continue to tell people that you are either going to get help, that you are trying, or that you are going through a rough time as an excuse to do what you do. You try to justify what you do. You try to tell people, you try to make it seem like whatever you do is okay. You would think by now that most people just, you know, they would give up on you. Like, you're kind of shitty, to be honest, but, you know, you would think most people would be like, wow, that person's obviously not going to make a change, so why bother trying with that person? It's done so many times. I would think that most people would be like that. No, I personally feel that you do not deserve that. And people can tell me that I'm only saying these things just because of the situation and just because of what has happened to me. I've never been able to explain why I'm upset. And you know, I'm upset because I don't know why people think it's okay that you continue to do these things and that it's okay to, you just tell someone an excuse and that automatically makes it okay. One day you might actually want to change yourself, and you've done it so many times that, the one time that you actually want to change, no one's gonna believe you just because of how many times you've done it. You've already dug yourself into this hole, but it's so bad that and people keep forgiving you, that you keep making this mistake, that you keep doing this to yourself. I've tried to forgive you. I've tried to get over it, and I was just like, okay, I forgive you, just don't do it again. Be the best person. I've always told you to be the best person you could ever be. Basically you take that and you're just like, no, fuck what you say. I'm gonna just do whatever I want just because I know I can get away with it. Basically, to summarize all of this, my problem is that everybody seems to think that it's totally okay to do what you do, and I don't understand why. That is my problem. But you're still trying to talk to me. It upsets me. I told you, please don't talk to me. I don't want you in my life. Now I just feel like you're using me for something, for your own benefit. I feel like that's what you're gonna get at. I don't know. That's just me assuming things. If you do happen to see this, just please don't talk to me. I have made it clear that I don't want to talk to you.